Thanks for staying with us, everyone. The Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, says airlines airlifting passengers into Nigeria without a valid entry visa, landing and exit cards will be penalized. The minister made the remarks at the stakeholder sensitization program held in Lagos. According to him, Nigeria is not a testing ground and no foreigner should be allowed entry without a visa. He urged the Nigeria Civil Aviation Authority on the enlightenment and enforcement of its oversight function as a regulator to ensure that airlines adhere to the 2025 Nigeria visa policy. Director General of the NCAA, Captain Chris Nachomo, in his welcome address said the introduction of the e-visa and the associated landing and exit card systems was a milestone.
The e-visa solution that's been introduced is, of course, a migration management document as well as an economic enabler and obviously a security management solution. So for us, we are opening up the space. We are making it easier for the rest of the world to be able to access Nigeria. This, we hope, will be able to improve tourism, investment, and of course business relations across the globe. And of course, Nigeria is opening up. Mr. President is working so hard, bringing investors to Nigeria and marketing the Nigeria, being the chief marketer in chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And we think the Nigerian Immigration Service has a core responsibility to play in that particular regard.
Simple and straight. E-visa, landing cards, exit cards. It's straightforward. It's all automated. It's what we need now. All over the world have gone e-visas. So, I mean, the take home is that Honorable Minister said it all, of Interior said it all, and they are collaborating with the NCA, which is what we need at this time moving forward.
We told you earlier that about 20 suspects are currently in the custody of the Department of State Services and the Nigeria Police Force in Abuja for hacking the 2025 computer-based test examinations conducted by the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board. The suspects are part of a syndicate reportedly to have over 100 persons that specialize in hacking the computer servers of examination bodies like JAMB and NECO. Let's bring in public affairs analyst Femi Lawson for more on this development. Mr. Lawson, what does this coordinated cyber attack on JAMB's CBT say about digital security in Nigeria for examinations and even the education sector?
Thank you, Femi. As much as it is worrisome, I think this is one opportunity for us as a country to realize how vulnerable we have become as far as digital and cyber security issues are concerned. A lot of times we have not taken serious interest in digital and cyber security as a nation. A lot of times we act like a country that is still living in the past. But recent realities have vindicated the fact that as a nation, we are not just, but when you talk about cyber security, when you talk about cyber crime, people limit it to, the day-to-day cyber activities, which are usually around phishing and other, petty internet activities of cyber, crime perpetrators. But today, it is a national security threat, because if national examinations, if computer-based examinations that are going to be used to admit students into our primary institutions as a country, and
now that is shrouded with a lot of threats of sabotage and manipulation.
The truth is that for anyone who has followed the progressive, advancement in the course of examination conduct by JAMB, from the pencil and paper to computer-based tests, particularly under the current administration of Professor Ishaq Oloyede, which had now over the last couple of years conducted computer-based tests. Of course, it wouldn't have been a perfect system because it was a system introduced nearly less than a decade ago. And of course, the country has been moving in this regard. But the concern is that you must be conscious of the fact that as much as you are trying to advance the course of your examination, your technology, there'll be saboteurs. And we should be excited as a people that now we are beginning to identify the fact that there are saboteurs. That nonetheless, I don't think it is enough to undermine the level of confidence that we should have as a people in the need for us to ensure that our examinations are conducted in that manner. Of course, JAMB never claimed it was conducting a perfect examination, and I'm not sure there is even any system that is computer-based that is, that can be absolutely fault-proof. But what has happened now should be an opportunity for us not only to reanalyze our cybersecurity, as a nation, but to also invest more in the cybersecurity, not only of our examinations, but other institutions of government that are now migrating to digital security from what it used to be as a country. But for me, I think it is commendable that this is not just limited to the fact that JAMB admitted that there were, internet glitch, there were breaches on their part, but also that there were also saboteurs that have been identified now, and of course some of them being arrested.
We look forward to see what the urgent reforms and regulations will be, especially now that we're hearing that some of the arrested suspects own for themselves private schools and even operate special centers. Interesting days ahead. Femi Lawson,
commercializing national security for their personal gain. Yes.
Indeed, indeed. A good place to leave it. Public affairs analyst Femi Lawson, thank you for talking to us.